Hello and good morning to all of you followers out there. It is February 1st and the Pantry Challenge is over, and so I thought I'd update you on how it went. I was significantly less prepared this year than I was last year, so that made a big difference. During January, we had to go to the store to get, let's see, about 2 gallons of milk, so reasonable. Some cheese sticks and some shredded cheese, and I think there was a couple loaves of bread and a bag of apples and a bag of tangerines. So really, I mean, for a month, that's not bad. That's not bad, especially having 6 kids, 5 of which who are eating and can annihilate a bag of fruit in one morning. So, again, we did not count drinks. My husband really likes to have some Coke once in a while or a cocktail. I didn't count that in because that's his spending. And he wanted to have a couple little takeout things from work a few times, and that's not counted in my pantry challenge. So I'm not worried about that. But yesterday, I went shopping to kind of restock and to get us ready for this week because things were getting pretty darn depleted. So, got a receipt here. And it looks like one of my kids colored on it too, but I was the one that started it. And my total at Aldi was $346.61. Now, 39 cents of that was paper bags. So, well, I guess we don't really count that. What I did, because after seeing that price tag, I was like, dang, I got to figure out where I can reduce this. So what I did is I went through with my highlighters that I have and kind of categorized. So, for example, the purple is convenience food. So you can kind of see how there's some purple up here. It's things like I've got pot stickers and some pizza snacks and some chicken nuggets. The pot stickers are mostly for my husband and I to have like a little date night at home because we don't go out. Same with the pizza snacks. And the chicken nuggets are because I am desperately trying to get my 4-year-old to eat some meat. And those chicken nuggets are heart-shaped because Valentine's Day is coming. And I'm like, well, maybe she will eat a heart. Maybe it'll hold just enough interest that she'll eat it, and then she'll say, oh, chicken nuggets are okay. And then we'll be able to make chicken nuggets. And then maybe we'll be able to make homemade chicken nuggets and then get her into eating chicken. She's just not a meat person. She'll eat salami and bologna and like lunch meat and stuff. And I think it has to do with how it's all a predictable size and shape. Whereas just fresh cooked meat is all sorts of different, and she can't figure out where to start. So, for convenience foods like that, I spent $47. And that's not too bad. A lot of that is just, it's convenience food. But compared with a typical American household with this many people, that's probably not too bad. All right. The next one that I have categorized is something I kind of call middle. It's convenience food in that it's not a raw ingredient, but most people would not consider it a convenience food. Sliced pepperoni, tortilla chips, individual yogurts, crackers, tortillas, miniature bagels, lunch meat, ramen, and refrigerated pie crust. Things like that. They're not exactly a convenience food, but 100 years ago, they absolutely would have been a convenience food, because that means that you didn't have to take your time in order to make it. So stuff that I could possibly make on my own, but it doesn't really quite serve me in this time. I spent about $55 on that. Now, I don't normally have to buy a whole lot of meat, because we had a friend give us a lot of ground beef a while back, and we've been just eating off of that for our beef, and then we raised our own chicken, and so we've been using that for chicken, and then we'll buy like fish and stuff. But when it, comes down to it, after a while you eat all your meat. So we're getting kind of low on meat, so I actually had to buy meat. And I got, and that's pink on here, so I got some tilapia fillets because they're the cheapest fish that I can get, and on Fridays we do meatless because we're Catholic, and we do fish often, or sometimes beans and rice or something like that. I got a nice big pork butt roast, and I got a package of chicken thighs because I have been absolutely craving buffalo chicken dip. And thighs do a really good job of being able to be shredded from the crock pot. So, yeah, I know I have my own chicken at home, but this was a nice big pack of just the thighs. Makes it a little easier on me. I got a bottom round roast, and I got some baby back ribs because we have missed having ribs. There's also some ham in there for us to fry up for breakfast, and cans of tuna, pardon me, and then a couple more lunch meats that were not quite so much like bologna, and some summer sausage. That is one that my 4-year-old will eat, so that's why I got that. The meat came out. Let me see if I can turn it around here. I'm also nursing the baby. $99. $99 worth of meat. But I'm willing to pay it because meat's very extremely nutritious and it's important, and we base most of our suppers around meat. The next category that I have are the fruit and vegetables. Normally I would only highlight the fresh ones, but this time, pardon me, there's some raisins and canned corn in there too. You can see they kind of all gathered down at the bottom because I stacked them last in the Aldi cart so that they don't get smashed. So we have corn and raisins, okay? But then for this week, I got 2 packs of fresh green beans. My kids like to eat them raw. That's how they prefer them, and any way I can get veggies in them is great. I got a cucumber, and I got radishes because my kids have discovered Pokemon. And they think it's just this amazing thing that nobody has ever heard of before. And I'm like, if only you knew, back in the 90s. Anyway, and we were talking about food and stuff, and somehow it came up that radishes look like Pokeballs. And I said, well, I should do some pickled Pokeballs next time I have radishes. And the kids were so excited about that I decided I'll go ahead. I bought a pack of radishes, and I'm just gonna put them in some pickle brine for a few days, and then when they're pickled enough, I'm gonna cut the bottom half, like peel the bottom half off, so that it's red on the top and white on the bottom. If you're not a Pokemon person, you can just go Google a picture of Pokeballs. And and then I have like some black seaweed that I can wrap around the middle for it. They'll think it's amazing. They'll completely die for it. It'll be great. So radishes, I got 2 bags of mandarin oranges, bag of lemons, 2 bags of onions. We use a lot of onions. A few bunches of bananas. We got green grapes, got broccolis, apples, Roma tomatoes, more apples, avocados, Shredded lettuce, which I almost counted in the convenience food because it's pre-shredded. But, yeah, we were going to have tacos that night. So we decided to just go ahead and get the shredded lettuce. I got cauliflower, miniature sweet peppers, celery, and blueberries. I came home with the blueberries and I said, Teresa, my 2-year-old, I got blueberries. She goes, no, pink berries. Okay, they're pink. Sure, we'll go with that. So I spent about $59 on fruits and veggies. Dairy, I spent $52 on. So what kind of drives me nuts in a weird way, I guess it shouldn't drive me nuts, is that growing up, the block cheese was always the cheapest way to get cheese, right? And if you wanted it shredded or sliced, you had to pay more, right? And now, that's not the case, at least at my Aldi. The shredded and the sliced cheese is actually cheaper than the block cheese. And I don't know why. Like, per pound, it's cheaper, so I guess I'm the mom that has shredded and sliced cheese in her fridge now instead of big chunks that you actually have to work for. I'm getting old. Getting cranky. Alright. So I got 2 pounds of mozzarella, 2 pounds of cheddar. Shredded. Got 2 gallons of whole milk. And while I was there, 2 people were like hoarding the milk. And I thought that was awfully interesting. One had 12 gallons in his cart and one had 6. I thought that was a little bit interesting. I wonder why. 2 pounds of butter at $4 a pound. I about keeled over. 2 packs of string cheese for my picky girls. 4 packs of sliced cheese for sandwiches and such. I've got sour cream and cottage cheese. And I've got 2 packs of cream cheese and a thing of sour cream. And after spending, $50 odd on dairy for a week and knowing that I wished I could have gotten more, I got thinking, I'm like, dang man, I need a cow. At this rate, man, we use so much dairy that it might actually be cheaper to have a cow. Because that's $200 a month of just dairy products that I wish I could spend more on. And have more dairy products because my kids love it and it's a really quick and easy protein snack to grab some cheese and move on with your day. And who knows, when I get a little bit more property, it's probably going to be in the works. All right, the last section is the dry pantry, and I spent $42 on that. So a total of about $350-ish. Which is a lot more than a normal week for me. Hopefully it goes down next week. So we had a lot of dried beans and peas and rice, okay? And some canned beans just to make it easier on me because I need to can the ones that I bought dry, but yeah. Vegetable oil, some pasta, some almonds and some peanut butter, baking powder, because wow, I almost had a baking powder that I got a big old container, and you know how when you get a big container and you get to the end, you're like, I haven't bought this in so long. I forgot that I even need to buy this. But I remembered before I left the store. I was really proud of myself. A couple more bags of coffee because we just squeaked in on coffee, and that would have been a very grumpy January if we didn't have it. So it was pretty evenly spread aside from the meat taking up twice as much as everything else. And hi Margaret, I'm doing a video, okay? Do you need anything?
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Do you want a banana? Do you need help opening it?
No.
Okay. So I think that the January challenge was really good for us. We didn't get to spend any money during January. aside from those little things I mentioned at the beginning. So that really saved us quite a lot of money, since my average grocery bill is about $200 a week. So 2468, about $800 a month. And so yeah, save some money. That's good. Every little bit counts. So not on the pantry challenge, on a different topic, I wanted to let y'all know that I was finally able to set up an Etsy store. Right now I have products that I've designed all the graphics and stuff, but the actual like printing and then shipping is gonna be done by Printify, and so it reduces the work on me, like my actual physical labor on it, because I have a 3-month-old and other kids. But having that Etsy storefront is going to make it so that then when I eventually have a little bit more time, when the baby's not just sleeping on me, that I can do handmade items and then easily put it into my Etsy store and sell them and ship them off that way. So I want to get it started this way. And I got some really cute stuff. I've got cups and aprons and things like that, and they have cute things like the Save the Monarchs design that I made, and Pardon the Weeds and Feeding the Bees like I have on my front yard. A couple other little cute things, some canning stuff, got aprons. So I'll put the link in the thing, and even if you just visit it to look at it, I think that helps improve traffic. So even if you don't want to buy anything and you want to just peek and see what I got up there, you can go ahead and do that. Also, let me know if there's a cool product that you think that I should design something about, because I'm sitting here nursing the baby most of the day, and I've got a lot of free time on my hands to do some graphics. So that's about it, I guess. I've just been busy taking time hanging out with the baby at home and the rest of the kids. It's been real cold here. Hopefully it'll get warming up soon. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click the subscribe button if you want to. I'm getting really close to 1,000 subscriptions, and I would love to get 1,000 subscriptions, because if I can monetize, then I can improve my garden by buying some weed fabric and things like that to really make it produce well this year. I'll have to do a different video on my garden plans for this year, so stay tuned for that. And hopefully I have another video on sourdough that I'm going to work on here soon. Alright. Love y'all. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. God bless. Bye.